Already 1 boat length approaching 500 ahead of Hungary, who in turn have just over a length clear of third place Mexico, with Russia just off the pace in fourth.
2013년 충주 세계 조정우 선수권 대회 벌어지고 있습니다만은 조정원이 이 세계 선수권 대회 전에 월드컵이 3차까지 있었습니다. 지금 3년에서 2주로 나서고 있는 남아프리카 공화국 팀은 지난번 월드컵 3차 대회에서 4위를 차지했던 팀이기 때문에 지금 4팀 가운데는 가장 기량이 좋은 것 같습니다. 2위에 나서 있는 2레인의 헝가리 팀은
already 1 boat length approaching 500 ahead of Hungary, who in turn have just over a length clear of third place Mexico, with Russia just off the pace in fourth.
굉장히 큰 대회입니다. 아시아에서는 일본에 이어서 우리가 지금 2번째로 개최했는데 그것도 대한민국의 중소도시인 충주에서 이렇게 열린다는 것 정말 큰 박수를 쳐줘야 될 일이 아닌가 싶습니다. 짧은 기간에도 대회 조직위원회가 멋지게 이 대회를 성공적으로 이끌어 나가는 모습을 볼 때 큰 박수를 보냅니다. 자, 현재 3레인의 남아프리카 공화국 조금 앞서 있는데 그 옆에 헝가리 팀이 다시 추월할 가능성이 무척 많은 레이스가 펼쳐지고 있습니다. 지금은 이제 1000m 얼마 남지 않았습니다.
900 meters in, and the position's pretty much unchanged. It's still South Africa leading Hungary by just under 1 boat length, but these two leaders have gone well clear of Mexico in third place. Patrick Salas at the bow seat of the Mexican boat. He was an Olympian in the single last year, finished up in the C final in 14th place overall, and this new pairing with Leopoldo Tejada Brios finished again in the C final at Lucerne in the pair. So they knew they were up against it here in the fourth and final rep of the men's pairs, despite having a time that was well up with the South Africans, 3 seconds faster than South Africa a few days ago, but the position's very much reversed now as Keeling and Britain powered away at 38 strokes a minute still against South Africa. Excuse me, it's South Africa at 37 and Hungary at 38. Juhász and Simon for the Hungarians, they were under 23 silver medalists 4 years ago, so a consistent pairing right through recent seasons and sitting there in the second qualifying place. 12:50 gone, and it's still South Africa leads Hungary by half a length, well clear of third place Mexico.
남자부터 표 4조 부활전 경기 진행되고 있습니다. 계속해서 지금 3레인의 남아프리카 공화국이 1위로 나서고 있는데요. 그 옆에 헝가리 팀 지금 2레인에서 올라오고 있습니다만 조금은 힘이 붙이는 모습을 볼 수가 있네요. 현재 이 헝가리 팀이 스트로크 레이트가 즉 이 노를 저는 1분 동안 노를 저는 횟수가 38번으로 조금씩 힘을 올리고 있습니다만 좀 힘겨워 보이고요. 1위에 나서고 있는 남아프리카 공화국은 지금 스트로크 레이트가 37번 정도입니다. 이제 1500m 통과하고 있습니다.
We're approaching the 1500 meter signal. It's still South Africa in the lead. They've extended that lead, if anything. South Africa at 36, the Hungarians at 37. There's 2/3 of a length in it, but that's immaterial as far as semi-final qualification positions go, because it's the two leaders across the line that will join the previous qualifiers in those AB semis in a couple of days' time. And there's a margin of some 2 lengths of clear water between the stern end of the Hungarians' boat and the bow ball of the Mexicans, who've just woken up to the fact that they've got a race on their hands and it's all slipping out of their grasp. But can they pull out something very special indeed inside the last 500 minutes? They've taken the rate up to 39 strokes a minute, but a little glance across from Adrián Juhász in the bow seat of the Hungarian boat, and he and his partner respond with 2:50 to go. We're inside the red boy zone. Of this international course. Still the onward charge of Mexico. Mexico continues. Still that gap narrows. It would expect to be something very special indeed. With just 200 meters to go, I've got the Mexicans at 41 strokes a minute, but the Hungarians simply lengthen out the stroke just to hold off that challenge. We're inside the last 150 meters. Still the Mexicans continue to wind it up. This is fantastic stuff from the Mexicans, who are now at 43 strokes a minute. Now they've got almost the overlap on the stern end of the Hungarian boat. But the last few strokes then of this fourth and final repechage of the men's pairs. It's South Africa leading the way down the line. 1 boat length clear of Hungary. They're the two qualifiers for the semi-finals, and despite that magnificent effort from the Mexicans, they slid through into the CD semis.
Thanks very much indeed, Robert. South Africa winning ahead of Hungary in second place. Those two cruise through to the AB semi-finals. And Mexico just missing out in spite of a valiant push from there. So Mexico and Russia through to the CD semi-finals. The winning time for South Africa, 6 minutes 35.43 seconds.
한국은 남자부터 배워 회장과 4조 경기 결과입니다. 1위부터 2위까지는 준결승 A